The following is a production of the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network. Van Buren County Warriors Volleyball starts now. Streaming on the Ottumwa Radio YouTube channel. Now, let's head down to the court with the voice of your Van Buren County Warriors, Shan Moquin.
All right, we are back with you from the Mutchler Center here, Bloomfield, Iowa, Davis County Varsity Volleyball Tournament today on this Saturday, October 11th, 2025. Warriors 6 minutes away from starting their second match of the day. They are going to take on the Davis County Mustangs, the host school. Getting back to that first match of the day, one thing I didn't get to after the Warriors defeated Centerville 2-0. Centerville's record 15-10 now, 5-3 neutral site. Warriors improved to 18-11 after that win over Centerville, 11-8 at neutral site matches. This is another abbreviated edition of the Warrior Volleyball pregame show brought to you by the Van Buren County Community School District, where they have one goal: be a great school for all kids. Warrior Pride countywide. First serve and coaches interviews throughout the course of the year brought to you by Dowd's Lumber and Home Center. The post-game show today, abbreviated editions until we get all the way to the end of the day, brought to you by Cranston Family Funeral Home. Starting lineups of all the matches: Smithburg Automotive. Set 1 today, First Iowa State Bank. Set 2, Roto-Rooter on Gateway Drive. Set 3, Slayton Players 8 miles south and west of Pulaski if necessary. Player of the matches, it was Marley Mertens in the first match, brought to you by Milo and his team at Wells Hometown Drug. Warrior blocks today, Crane Concrete Ready Mix, Warrior Aces, Pilot Grove Savings Bank. Set recaps, Dowd's Quick Stop of Dowd's, Warrior Kills, Van Buren County Hospital, Wasco Hardware. Check out their showroom floor. Sponsors Set 5 throughout the course of the year, and Set 4 is Tugboat Transportation, proud supporter of the Van Buren County Warriors. Let's talk a little bit about the Warriors' next opponent, the Davis County Mustangs. They're a 3A school located in the South Central Conference, right here in Bloomfield, Iowa. They were 7-21 coming into today. So with that loss to West Burlington, the match before us, they would be 7-22, 3-3 in the South Central Conference. Some leading players for Davis County: Cully Smith in assists and aces, Ashlyn Ollinger blocks and aces, Hayden Humphrey Diggs and aces, Nadia Zmolek in blocks, Palin Lawson in kills, Sophia Thomas in aces, Noelle Hill kills and digs, Lydia Barker in kills and blocks, and Mason Utt in assists. So that's a little bit of how Davis County stacks up in this second match of the day that the Warriors are going to play. They're going to face off against the Davis County Mustangs. Still 6 minutes on that warm-up clock. Over there, they have not started it. The Warriors' schedule on the day: they defeated Centerville to start, 9 a.m. match, 2-0. Got a match off. Now we're going to play Davis County. Then we get another match off before we come back and play 2 in a row against a couple of South Division opponents in the Super Conference, Central Lee and West Burlington. And then a match off, and then finish up the day with the match against Sheraton. 5 matches on the day in this round-robin tournament here at the Mutchler Center from Bloomfield, Iowa. Davis County Varsity Volleyball Tournament to finish up the regular season for the Warriors. The Warriors' tournament opponent in Class 2 Region 8 has been determined. They are going to host West Burlington on Wednesday evening, 7 p.m. first serve, October 22nd. West Burlington Falcons will be in town to take on the Warriors. That is a quarterfinal in Class 2A Region 8. Warm-up clock now moving at about 5 minutes and 20 seconds. We can go over the other regional pairings quickly, I guess, from Super Conference teams. Class 1A Region 2, Pekin at Winfield Mount Union. The winner plays Holy Trinity. Waco will be at Burlington Notre Dame, and New London at Wapello. That's 1A Region 2. 1A Region 3, BGM at Hillcrest Academy. Highland at HLVTC. Lone Tree at Montezuma. That's 1A Region 3. Class 2A Region 1, Louisa Muscatine is at Columbus. 2A Region 8, that's us. Cardinal at Danville. The winner there gets Regina. West Burlington at Van Buren County. And then the winner there gets the winner of the Regina match with the play-in game, Cardinal versus Danville. Then in Class 3A Region 2, Central Lee is going to be at Mediapolis. That's the way that the playoffs lineup for the Southeast Iowa Super Conference teams in the North and the South Division. A big win last night for the Warrior football team. Congratulations to head coach Brian Johnson and all of the Warrior players. It was homecoming and senior night. The Warriors got a 45-32 win over the Wapello Indians. And the Warrior record right now stands at 3-4, but forfeit win coming next week against New London, as New London and Highland both have canceled their seasons. So the Warrior record in the regular season is going to end up at 4-4, defeating Cardinal and Wapello, and also by forfeit over Highland and New London. So that means we're sniffing the playoffs, Warrior fans. We need some help, though, I believe. Need Wapello to lose next week on their senior night to Danville. That would put Van Buren County and Wapello both with 3-3 records in the district. But the Warriors would, I hope, advance due to a head-to-head there. Or I don't know if they look at the overall record first. I don't know. Like I said, it's to be determined. First, we need the result to happen. We need Wapello to lose to Danville if the Warriors want to get into the football playoffs. And if we do, it would be a likely matchup with District 6 champion. Looks like Linville-Sully, a trip there if we make it in. But don't quote me on that. That's just a tentative look. Got to wait till next Friday and see the results. So Warriors have finished their 3-minute warm-up. Davis County gets a 3-minute warm-up now. So how about we take a little bit of a break here in this abbreviated edition of the Warrior Volleyball pregame show. We'll take a 2-minute break. Come on back. We'll be that much closer to first serve. The Warriors getting set to take on Davis County in girls varsity volleyball action here at the Davis County Tournament, Bloomfield, Iowa. The Mutchler Center, the second match of the day for the Warriors. They're 1-0 on the day, defeating Centerville 2-0. Be back with you for the start of this one in 2 minutes. You're tuned in to Warrior Volleyball right here on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
This is Jeremy with Cranston Family Funeral Home. I want to take a moment and say thank you, not for choosing our funeral home, although we're deeply honored when you do, but for showing up for your neighbors, for supporting small businesses, for standing in line at visitations and hugging people you maybe haven't seen in years. That is what makes our communities feel like home. At Cranston Family Funeral Home, we don't believe in flashy promises. We believe in showing up quietly, respectfully, and doing the work that matters when it matters most. So from our family to yours, thank you. We see you, we are grateful for you, and we'll be here when you need us.
Tugboat Transportation of Bonaparte is a proud supporter of the Van Buren Warriors. Tugboat Transportation is located on 1st Street in Bonaparte, in scenic Van Buren County. Tugboat Transportation is a trucking business offering trucking services, motor freight, and self-storage. For more information, contact Mark with Tugboat Transportation at 319-592-3199. That's 319-592-3199. Tugboat Transportation of Bonaparte. That's Tugboat Transportation of Bonaparte.
This is Van Buren County Superintendent Jeremy Hissom. We are so excited to honor 2 of our 4th graders as they were selected as National Math Stars. They were selected by scoring in the top 1% of all students in Iowa on their Iowa Assessment Math Test. Anna Nichols and Kai Dervinga, congratulations and keep up the great work. We are so proud of you. Postseason competition is almost here, and we wish our student athletes the best of luck. Here in Van Buren County, we have one goal: be a great school for all kids. Warrior Pride, countywide.
Are you thinking about or ready to build that home or shop or deck that you've been dreaming about? Come see us at Dowd's Lumber and Home Center in Dowd's, and we will transform your dreams into reality. By using our 3D computer-aided design system, you can see and walk through your dream project. After your project is designed, we can generate a detailed material list to see if it fits within your budget. Contact Mike or Josh at Dowd's Lumber and Home Center to get your project started today. 641-936-7115 or check us out at dowdslumber.com.
We're back with the Van Buren County Warriors on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
We are back in the Ottumwa Radio broadcast booth here from the Mutchler Center, Bloomfield, Iowa. Davis County Varsity Volleyball Tournament today. The warm-up clock ticking down to under 10 seconds. Van Buren County Warriors going to get set here to start their second match of the day. First serve upcoming. They're going to take on the host school, the Davis County Mustangs. Warriors 1-0 on the day, defeating Centerville earlier this morning by a score of 2-0. Give you the scores on those. It was 21-10, 21-14. Davis County comes in. They just lost 2-0 to West Burlington, so they're now 7-22 on the year, 3-3 in the conference. Let's get some starting lineups for you. First serve brought to you by Dowd's Lumber and Home Center. Starting lineups of this match, Smithburg Automotive. Set 1, First Iowa State Bank of Albia, Bloomfield, Cantrell, Eddyville, and Keosauqua, member FDIC. On the floor for the Warriors up front, Sickles, Huff, Troutman. In the back, Wiley, Mertens, and Urach. For Davis County, some new players for this broadcaster to get used to. Front left is number 14, Lydia Barker. Number 12 is Ella Schooley in the middle. And on the front right, Mason Utt. The libero is number 6, Humphrey. Number 11 is Noel Hill in the middle back. And number 4, McCall. That's Addison McCall in the back left. Referee's getting into position. They got all the lineup stuff squared away and ready to go, waiting on the whistle. There it is, and here we go. Match 2 of the day for the Warriors. Urach, serve on the way. Forearm pass control, then a back set to the middle. Davis County on the attack, dug by Mertens. Urach will tip it on 2. Popped up in the air by the libero. A set to Hill. She'll push it across from the middle back. Wiley there. Urach and Huff. She'll tip over the block. Supported in an overpass. Huff tips again. Dug by Davis County, and that forearm free ball kind of goes out of bounds along the right side. Attack air, Davis County. Van Buren County up 1-0. We're just underway here. Set 1, second match of the day against Davis County. Urach's next serve on the way. Humphrey has that. 15. Utt all the way across off the block of the Warriors. It was touched. Landed out of bounds, but it was touched on the attack by number 14, Barker over there. Her first kill, team first. Tied at 1. Ball went over to the other side of the other court and comes back to our side. And Davis County to serve. Serve on the way, Wiley. An overhead pass. Mertens comes to help out. Sickles will tip it over the block. Dug by Davis County. They'll set middle for Utt. Down the middle, dug by Mertens. Comes over, but out of bounds. Number 14, Utt. Oh, excuse me. 14 is Barker. My mistake. Her second kill. Team second. 2-1 Davis County. That serve handled by Mertens to Urach, going to Huff. A roll shot over the block out of the middle. Dug by Noel Hill. Then a forearm set to the outside. Cross-court attack off the block of the Warriors and out of bounds. Number 12, Ella Schooley on the kill. Her first, team third. Davis County leads 3-1. The next serve from Davis County. Mertens up to get it. Urach going to go to Huff. She'll attack middle back. Humphrey on the dig. Here comes a forearm set. Noel Hill, a back row attack, and she overhit that one. Attack air, Davis County. Side out Warriors, it's 3-2. Troutman out, Briley Losi in. Lexi Wiley to serve for Van Buren County, a little bit right of center. For Wiley, and a jump service customary on the way. Humphrey, the dig to number 2. Cully Smith. And a right side attack is down on the Warriors side. Number 12, Schooley getting that one, her second, team fourth, 4-2. Davis County. They will serve. Serve on the way to Wiley. Urach and Huff. She'll tip it across. Number 10 on the dig, Thomas. Smith to Noel Hill off the outside. Cross court and down. Davis County leads 5-2. Noel Hill, her first, team fifth. Davis County off to a good start here in set 1 of this match against the Warriors. Here comes the serve from the Mustangs. Wiley plays it, goes up into the ceiling support. Mertens couldn't control it. And that's another point for Davis County. They're up 6-2. Warriors looking for a side out here. Next serve, a short one. That's going to fall in the middle of the defense from number 10, doing the serving, Sophie Thomas. Her first ace, first as a team. Timeout Warriors. They trail 7-2 here in set number 1. Quick 30-second timeout. Back with more Warrior Volleyball right here on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
This is Milo Wells with Wells Hometown Drug in Bloomfield. Our goal here is to go above and beyond your expectations for the role that a pharmacy can play in you and your family's health. Since we have opened here, many things have changed. We've added experienced staff, updated our facilities, added clinical services like strep throat test and treat, and free liquid medication flavoring. One thing that has not changed is the vision of providing our patients with access to the best pharmacy services anywhere in the state. We, like many of you, believe Southeast Iowa is an amazing place to live, and we will continue to be committed to improving the lives of our patients.
Back to the Ottumwa Radio broadcast booth we come from the Mutchler Center here Bloomfield, Iowa, Davis County Volleyball Tournament today. Warriors off to a slow start, 7-2. At serve, a short one, Huff to Urach to Sickles. She'll attack to the back. And good out of the middle for Tegan Sickles. Warriors do get that side out after that timeout. Sickles gets her first kill. That's the first as a team, 7-3. Ashlyn Huff will serve. Couple of rhythm dribbles for Ashlyn, a little bit right of center. She sends a serve on the way to Humphrey. Her pass to Smith, back set to the right side on the attack, dug by Wiley. That was 14 Barker, and then a free ball coming from the Warriors. Smith, Humphrey, cross-court attack by number 7, Smolek. And the Warriors in the net. Point Davis County. Number 9, Lawson, Palin Lawson back into the match after she twisted her ankle in their first match. Good to see her back in. 8-3, Davis County on the serve and the lead. Huff to Urach to Sickles over the block. One contact, then two, then a free ball from Noel Hill. Wiley, an overhead pass, goes to Urach to Briley Losey out of the middle. I think she overhit that one, and she did pass the end line. Point Mustangs. 9-3, Davis County with the 6-point lead here in set number 1. And the Mustangs are on the serve. Sickles, an overhead pass. Urach up in the air with one hand and over. Davis County will set. Hill blocked off the outside by Sickles for a point. Nice job, Tegan Sickles. First block for a point of the day for the Warriors. That block brought to you by Korean Concrete Ready Mix. Warriors get a side out. 9-4. They trail. Sickles on the serve for Van Buren County. From over there in that right corner, Tegan sends it on the way. Forearm pass controlled. Cully Smith set to the right side. An attack by number 7, Zmolek. Dug by the Warriors. Mertens will tip it over from the outside. Right back to Mertens on one contact. Losey will tip out of the middle. Smith on the dig. Humphreys tip towards the back corner to Wiley. Urach going to Mertens. She'll bang one off the block. One contact kept live off the net, but no. Lawson couldn't get it again. Mertens with the kill for the Warriors, her first, team second. 9-5. Sickles still on the serve. Warriors trail here, set 1, second match of the day against Davis County. Sickles the serve. Noel Hill backwards. Humphrey back into play. A free ball coming from number 10, Thomas. Sickles to Urach to Losey off the block. Back from Humphrey, the libero, to the Warriors. Urach, Losey, Mertens over with the left arm. Here comes Davis County with another set to Noel Hill off of the outside. Blocked but out of bounds. Noel Hill, a kill, her second substitution. That's the team's 6, 10-5 Davis County. Number 15, Mason Utt into the match for the Mustangs, and they're on the serve. Serve is to Huff in the middle back. Her pass to Urach, a setter down, or no, she'll attack it. She's in the up front, so she can attack it and puts it away to her left. Sophia Urach, a kill on the second contact. Her first, team third. Wiley is out. Troutman in. 10-6. The ball just now making its way over underneath the net to the Warriors side of the court. Briley Losey will serve for Van Buren County. Warriors down 4 here in set 1. Losey the serve. Humphrey the receive. And a push on an attack over the middle. They faked a quick set middle, and Noel Hill tipped it over that to the back corner, and it was good. Hill, her third, team's 7th. Number 12 into the match, Ella Schooley. For Davis County, they lead it 11-6, and on the serve. Sickles, an overhead pass. Not a good one. Urach couldn't come to get it. Point to Davis County. Mustangs up 12-6 over the Warriors here in set number 1 of the second match of the day. At serve, handled by Sickles. Urach back set right side. Mertens to the back corner. And out. Attack error, Van Buren County. Davis County with a 7-point lead now, 13-6 in set number 1. The next serve from the Mustangs, handled by Sickles in the middle back. Urach to Troutman, a roll shot off the outside, dug by Humphrey. Then Utt, outside attack off the Warrior block, dug by Huff. To Urach to Mertens, cross court off the outside and down. Humphrey to her left. She couldn't get there. Mertens gets a side out for the Warriors. Her second kill, team fourth. 13-7. Marley Mertens to serve it. Mertens on the serve, handled by Hill. Then Utt, then Hill, a back row attack. Sickles right back to Davis County. Humphrey, now set middle, dug by Wiley. Urach, and then Huff will tip. Number 4, McCall on the dig. That one over the net. 2 hits they're going to call. It's a point Warriors, 13-8. 2 hits on the contact that sent it over. Mertens to serve again. Hill out of the back, up towards the net, into the net. Huff was there waiting to clean up, and down attack error, or a passing error on Davis County. Point Warriors are back to within 4 at 13-9. Mertens continues the service run. McCall, the receive in the back. They'll set middle into the net. That was number 9, Lawson, on the attack attempt, but no good. Point Warriors, it's 13-10, timeout Davis County. We're in set 1, second match of the day. Quick 30-second break, come on back for more Warrior Volleyball right here after 30 seconds on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Hi, this is Amanda Manning Morris. Farmers and ranchers, we know your work is the backbone of our community. At First Iowa State Bank of Keosauqua, we're proud to offer ag lending solutions tailored to your needs. Whether it's land, equipment, or operational expenses, we've got the tools to help your operation grow. With competitive rates, flexible terms, and local experts who understand agriculture, we're here to support you every step of the way. Partner with a bank that knows the land and stands by its people. First Iowa State Bank, your ag lending partner. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Back with you in the Ottumwa Radio broadcast booth from the Mutchler Center. Davis County Varsity Volleyball Tournament here in Bloomfield, Iowa. 13-10. Mertens continues her service run. Received in the back row. They're going to set to the outside. Number 12 into the net. Schooley with the attack error. Point Warriors, it's 13-11. Davis County still up by 2 here in set number 1. Mertens the next serve to McCall in the back. Utt, the set to the right side off the block of Troutman. And the attack by number 9, Lawson. She gets her first kill, went out of bounds on the Warrior side. It's a team 8th in set 1 for Davis County. They get the side out they were looking for. 14-11. Here comes a serve from the Mustangs. Goes wide towards that back right corner from Lawson. First service error of the match by either team. Free point Warriors. It's 14-12 Davis County. Urach on the serve now for Van Buren County. Handled by Hill in the back. Utt over to blocked by Troutman, but it falls on the Warrior side. Off of the outside, that was 14 Barker on the kill, her 3rd, team 9th. Substitutions for Davis County. Zmolek coming back in, was another player. Didn't get a number. 15-12 Davis County up 3 and serve to Wiley. Passing to Urach, going to Huff out of the middle. She'll tip to the right. Up in the air from Schooley. Smith out of the middle, a tip to the back corner. Mertens couldn't get there. That was 14 Barker. Her 4th kill, team 10th. Davis County back up by 4 at 16-12. Mustangs on the serve. That one off the net. Sickles has it. Urach back set right side. Troutman cross court. And out from the right side. Troutman hit that one out of bounds. Point Davis County. 17-12. Mustangs lead. The next serve, a short one. It's going to be an ace for number 2 in front of Mertens. Cully Smith, her first. Team's 2nd. 18-12. Davis County back up by 6 now. Next serve from Smith, handled by Mertens to Urach to Huff out of the middle. She'll hit down through, dug by Noel Hill. Smith then to Schooley on the outside, popped up in the air by Mertens to Urach, a setter dump on 2 to Hill. Smith, free ball coming from number 7, Zmolek. Urach will set Huff and she'll bang one off of the outside, but it's too far and out of bounds. Huff had a good look at that one and overhit it. Point Mustangs 19-12. Davis County up 7 here. Set number 1. That serve on the way to Sickles. Overhead pass Urach. Mertens attacking out of the back row. Down the right side and out of bounds. 20-12 set point. Davis County. That serve handled by Sickles. Urach, Wiley, a back row attack out of the middle, partially blocked, but down off of number 14, Barker. Point Warriors, they get a side out. Wiley gets a kill, her first, team fifth in set one. 20-13. Wiley, the jump serve on the way. Humphrey has the receive. Smith going to Barker out of the middle, dug by Mertens in the middle. Urach to Huff on the outside, off of the block, kept alive by Smith to Humphrey. Going to Schooley. She'll attack, dug by Wiley in the back for the Warriors. Then Urach to Huff, off the block, kept alive by Urach. Mertens towards the net, Huff a free ball. Coming to Noel Hill, passing to Smith. Back set right side on the attack down the line. Number 7, Zmolek, off of Wiley and down. That's the set, 21-13. Zmolek's first kill, team 11th. 21-13, Davis County takes set number 1 over the Warriors in the second match of the day. Let's take a 60-second break. We'll do a set recap brought to you by Dowd's Quick Stop of Dowd's when we come back. You're tuned in to Warrior Volleyball right here on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
At Van Buren County Hospital, we're proud to support the Van Buren County Warriors on the field, on the stage, and in the classroom. Whether you're crossing the finish line, acing a test, or painting a masterpiece, we're cheering you on every step of the way. And when you need us, we're here with compassionate care, expert providers, and a wide range of services for the whole family. Van Buren County Hospital. Quality care close to home.
This is Van Buren County Superintendent Jeremy Hissom, and we are so excited to honor 2 of our 4th graders as they were selected as National Math Stars. They were selected by scoring in the top 1% of all students in Iowa on their Iowa Assessment Math Test. Anna Nichols and Kai Dervinga, congratulations and keep up the great work. We are so proud of you. Postseason competition is almost here, and we wish our student athletes the best of luck. Here in Van Buren County, we have one goal: be a great school for all kids. Warrior Pride, countywide.
We're back with the Van Buren County Warriors on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Back with you here at the Ottumwa Radio broadcast booth from the Mutchler Center, Bloomfield, Iowa, Davis County Varsity Volleyball Tournament today. Warriors in their second match of the day, they defeated Centerville 2-0, first match of the day, lose this first set against Davis County in the second match of the day by a score of 21-13. Let's do a set recap brought to you by Dowd's Quick Stop of Dowd's for gas and all the convenience and daily food specials. Set number 2 will be brought to you by Roto-Rooter on Gateway Drive. In that first set, just one service error was by Davis County, 2 aces by Davis County, none for Van Buren County. The Warriors with 5 kills, Davis County with 11. Excuse me, Warriors had a block for a point. They lose that first set 21-13 for Davis County. Cully Smith with an ace. Nadia Zmolnek with 1 kill. Palin Lawson with a kill. Sophie Thomas with an ace. Noel Hill with 3 kills. Ella Schooley with 2. Lydia Barker led the way with 4 kills. For the Warriors, Urach had a kill and 5 assists, I'll say. Marley Mertens with a couple of kills. Tegan Sickles with 1. Lexi Wiley with 1. Huff with none. Got to get her going here in this second set. Starting lineups of set 2, brought to you by Smithburg Automotive. First serve, Dowd's Lumber and Home Center of set 2. Up front for the Warriors, Huff, Losi, and Urach. In the back, Sickles, Wiley, and Mertens. For Davis County, Smith, Humphrey, and Noel Hill in the back. Up front, it is Zmolek, Barker, and Davis County to serve. That's number 5, Batterson up there. Setter dump on 2 by the Warriors. Davis County out of system, a free ball coming back to Van Buren County. Mertens to Urach, going to Huff. She'll bang one off the block. Losi and Huff keep it alive, then Losi can't send it over the net. That point will go to Davis County. 4 hits on the Warriors, and Davis County leads it 1-0 as we're underway in set number 2. That serve, short. Wiley comes up to get it. Urach going to Huff. She'll blocked off the outside by Barker and Zmolek. Block for a point. First of the match for Davis County. They lead 2-0. Mustang still on the serve. That one goes to Wiley. Her pass to Urach. Going to Losi, a roll shot to the right out of the middle. Humphrey on the dig. Smith Going to the outside for number 5, Batterson, well over hit and way out of bounds. Attack air, Davis County. Warriors on the board, it's 2-1 and Yurok to serve. Davis County with the lead. Sophia towards the right corner, serve on the way to Humphrey. Joust at the net, Smith, then back to Barker. Attack down the middle off of Yurok. Barker, another kill, her 5th. Team's first of set 2. Davis County with a 3-1 lead. And the serve goes to Mertens. She'll send it to Yurok. Huff through the block, off the net, overpass cleaned up by Losi for the Warriors. Riley Losi out of the middle, her first kill, team first of set 2, 6th of the match. Losi out, Troutman in. Number 10, Sophie Thomas had checked in for Davis County. Believe she was on the serve. Here's Lexi Wiley for the Warriors. That serve into the net, service error, first of the match for Van Buren County. Free point for Davis County. It's 4-2 Mustangs. They're up 1-0. Number 9, Lawson in. Lawson, Hill, and Zmolek up front. Smith, that serve handled by Wiley. Yurok tipped over by Sickles. Right back to the Warriors from number 9, Lawson. Here comes a back row attack, Mertens. Ricocheted off the block of Hill and down in front of number 10, Thomas. Mertens, her 3rd kill of the match, 2nd of the set for the Warriors, 7th of the match as a team. It's 4-3 Davis County. Huff to serve. Number 10 with the receive, Thomas. They'll set to the outside, cross court, but it's out. Off of the attempt by Lawson. Tied at 4, and the attack error by Davis County. Huff remains on the serve. About halfway between the center and the right corner to Hill, up to the ceiling and down. Number 10, Thomas, couldn't come to help out. Was that an ace, is the question. It was off of 1 contact. Let's see, Huff the next serve, 5-4 Van Buren County. And I think back-to-back aces is what I'm going to say for Huff on the last 2 points. Just 1 contact off of each one. 6-4. Warriors up 2. Huff on a mini service run will continue. Ashland the serve on the way to Thomas. Smith, a forearm set to the outside. Hill. That attack off of the block of the Warriors and landed on our side. Doesn't matter if it's in or out. We touched it last. Hill with a kill. Her 4th. Team's 2nd of set 2. 13th of the match. Subs happening for Davis County. They're on the serve. 6-5 Warriors. That serve to Sickles. Joust at the net. Won by number 9, Lawson. Her 2nd kill. Team 3rd of the set. 14th of the match. Back to even at 6 apiece. Davis County on the serve. Wiley off of her and up into the track. That'll be an ace for number 4, McCall, Addison McCall. Her first, team's first of set 2, 3rd of the match. Davis County up 7-6. McCall serving. It's hidden from us underneath our feet. We're up on the track at the Mutchler Center. That serve handled by Wiley. Yurok going to Mertens. She'll roll one over the block. Dug by Davis County. They'll go to Hill on the outside. Blocked by the Warriors, but it lands out of bounds. Hill having some success hitting it off the Warrior block and out of bounds. Her 5th kill. Team's 4th of set 2. 15th of the match. That serve from McCall is into the net. Service error, Davis County. 1st of set 2, 2nd of the match. Point for Van Buren County. Can't see the score. The guy's standing in my way. Sickles on the serve. It's 8-7. And a Hill, a roll shot into the net off of the outside. It was a bad pass. Attack here, Davis County. We're tied at 8. Tegan Sickles serving for the Warriors. Davis County took set 1, 21-13 of this best of 3 setter. Sickles the serve. Humphrey. Then a setter dump on 2 by Utt. Warriors are there. Yurok to Mertens. She'll tip to the middle. Hill then cleaned up on a one-handed pass. Ott off the right side, puts it away in the back left corner, cross court. Her first kill, team 5th of set 2. 16th of the match for Davis County. They lead 9-8. Subs coming. Number 5 is Allie Batterson, freshman outside hitter at 5'7" into the match for Davis County. They lead at 9-8, and they're on the serve. It's on the way. Huff, that was from Hill. Urach backs at right side, Troutman. Roll shot to the middle. Davis County is there. Humphrey, block. That was an attack by number 5 through the Warrior block and down by number 5, Allie Batterson. Her first kill, team 6th. 6 of set 2, 17th of the match, 10-8. Davis County, and that serve is out in the far back right corner. Wiley let it go. Service error, Davis County, their second of set 2, third of the match. 10-9, Troutman to serve, Wiley out, Briley Losi in. Ada Troutman to serve. She's left of center on the service line. Troutman's serve is into the net. Service error. Second of set 2 for the Warriors, second of the match. Free point Mustangs. Wiley back in for Troutman. It's 11-9 Mustangs. They're up 1-0. The serve from Davis County. Sickles passes to Mertens. A free ball from Losi to Humphrey. Davis County going to set Barker out of the middle. Ricochets off of Wiley and down. 14, Barker having a nice match. That's her 6th kill. Team 7th of set 2, 18th of the match. Davis County leads 12-9. And they're still serving. That serve is on the way. Wiley, Urach, a setter dump on 2, handled by Hill. Davis County will set to the outside off the block. Should have been 4 hits and never made it over. Here comes Hill with a back row middle attack that goes out. Might have been touched. I don't know. It's an attack error either way on Davis County. Side out Warriors. 12-10. They trail by 2. Mertens on the serve. To Humphrey. Schooley back into play, and then a free ball attempt by Barker close to the net. Goes into the net, and that's an error on Davis County. Serve from Mertens, handled by Hill. They'll set a tip, or Wiley, a roll shot out of the middle by number 5, Batterson, that Wiley couldn't get. Lands on the Warrior side, Batterson's 2nd kill. Team's 8th, subs coming for Davis County. Number 7, Zmolek back into the match. Mustangs lead 13-11, they are serving. That serve to Lexi Wiley, a forearm pass, Urach, gonna set Huff. Off the outside, Doug. Cleaned up by Losi on the overpass, right back to the Warriors on a ricochet, and Wiley couldn't get there. Point Davis County on a kind of a disjointed, ugly point, but it goes the way of Davis County. Just reached out, one hand forearm, sent it over the net into a good spot. 14-11. That serve goes to Tegan Sickles. Urach to Huff. She'll hit one into the block, through it, and down on the Davis County side. The block of Barker and Zmolek were waiting. Huff gets her first kill of the match. Team 3rd of the set, 8th as a team. Served by Urach. Goes long. Service error Warriors, 3rd of set 2. Point for Davis County, it's 15-12. Mustangs with the lead. Here comes a sub for Davis County, number 10, Thomas, into the match to serve. Thomas sends a serve to Mertens. Her pass to Urach. Set and Huff out of the middle, a roll shot. Dug by Thomas. Then Smith. Then Zmolek, blocked by Huff, kept alive by Davis County. Then a free ball coming from Hill. Mertens has that in the back. Urach backs up to the right side. Sickles into the middle of the defense. Dug by Smith. Thomas, right side attack is Molek. Dug by Sickles. Goes backwards, but Mertens sends it towards the net. Losi a free ball to number 10, Thomas. Smith. Back to Barker, dug by Mertens. Huff, and then Urach will tip it over back to Davis County. Here comes Humphrey and a set to the right side, Zmolek. She'll tip down the line. Wiley couldn't get there. Nadia Zmolek with her 2nd kill. That's the team's 9th in set 2, 20th of the match. Davis County up 16-12 here. Set 2, they already lead it 1-0. That serve goes to Mertens. Yurok will set Huff out of the middle. Blocked. Warriors kept it alive off of one contact, but not two. Number 14, Barker with the block for a point. That's the second of the match for Davis County, both in set number 2, and they lead at 17-12. The height of Davis County giving the Warriors a little bit of trouble right now. Got to get Ashlyn going. She's only got one kill in this match. Momentary pause as Humphrey tying her shoe, the libero for Davis County. They're on the serve. Send it to Wiley. Mertens towards the net. Sickles a free ball. Thomas, Smith going to Hill on the outside cross court. And Wiley with the dig attempt, but it ricochets off of the railing. Point, Davis County. Hill gets her 6th. Team 10th in set 2, 21st of the match. That serve into the net from Thomas. Service error. Davis County's 3rd of set 2, 4th of the match. Free point. Losey is out. Troutman back in. Wiley on the serve to Humphrey. Smith, a back set to the right side. Barker, cross court, dug by Yurok. Wiley comes to help out. Sickles will tip over the head of number 2 and in. Too high for Cully Smith. Tegan Sickles, 2nd kill for her. 4th as a team in set 2, only the 9th of the match. Wiley the serve. 18-14 Davis County. Humphrey, Smith, Hill off the outside, mistimed into the net. Attack here, Davis County. 18-15. Warriors down 3. Lexi Wiley serving for Van Buren County. Hill to Smith. Zmolek out of the middle, dug by Mertens in the middle back. To Yurok, then to Huff. She'll fire one off the outside, and it was out. Attack here, Warriors. 19-15, Davis County up in set 2. They took the first set 21-13, did the Mustangs. And they're serving. Wiley, an overhead pass. Mertens over to Huff. She'll tip off the right side. Thomas, Smith, backs that right side. Zmolek. That one might have been off the block of the Warriors, and it falls in the middle of the defense in front of Mertens. Match point for, let's get a kill to Zmolek, her 3rd, team 11th in each set. They have 22 for the match. Set point, match point at 20-15 for Davis County. That serve goes to Wiley. Pass to Yurok to Troutman. Off the block, and it comes back as a block for a point. Off the attack attempt by Troutman. 21-15. Davis County takes it 2 sets to none, 21-13, 21-15. Let's take a 60-second break. We'll come back and do a quick set recap and match recap brought to you by Dowd's Quick Stop of Dowd's. So the Warriors go to 1-1 on the day, defeating Centerville 2-0, losing to Davis County 2-0. 60-second break, like I said, then we'll do a quick recap of the whole thing, the second match. When we come back, the Warriors will have a break, another match off, then we'll come back and play 2 in a row against Central Lee and West Burlington. So we'll wrap this one up when we come back from a 60-second break. You're tuned into Warrior Volleyball right here on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
This is Tim with Slayton Polaris. I'm sure you would agree with me that while we enjoy watching our kids grow up on the farm, we also wish they could stay little for as long as possible. 1 minute they are small enough to play in a tractor tire, and the next thing you know, they are bigger than you. With all of life's changes, you can take comfort in knowing that Slayton Polaris will try their best to keep things the same. We always offer the best machines at the best possible prices and strive to treat everyone the way we would want to be treated. This has always been our policy since we opened our doors. We look forward to meeting you at Slayton Polaris, 8 miles south and west of Pulaski.
This is Jeremy with Cranston Family Funeral Home. I want to take a moment and say thank you, not for choosing our funeral home, although we're deeply honored when you do, but for showing up for your neighbors, for supporting small businesses, for standing in line at visitations and hugging people you maybe haven't seen in years. That is what makes our communities feel like home. At Cranston Family Funeral Home, we don't believe in flashy promises. We believe in showing up quietly, respectfully, and doing the work that matters when it matters most. So from our family to yours, thank you. We see you, we are grateful for you, and we'll be here when you need us.
We're back with the Van Buren County Warriors on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Well, we're back with you, the Ottumwa Radio broadcast booth here from the Mutchler Center. And I'll give the credit for an away loss to the Warriors. Figure this is the Davis County home court. We're at the Mutchler Center, the Bloomfield, Iowa, Davis County varsity volleyball tournament today. Just completed the second match of the day for the Warriors. They lose 2-0 to Davis County, 21-13, 21-15. Let's do a quick set and match recap brought to you by Dowd's Quick Stop of Dowd. Set 1 was brought to you by First Iowa State Bank. Set 2, Roto-Rooter on Gateway Drive. Abbreviated edition of the Warrior Volleyball postgame show brought to you by Cranston Family Funeral Home. In that set 2, 3 service errors for the Warriors, 3 for Davis County. 3 for the Warriors for the match as far as service errors go, 4 for Davis County. 2 aces for the Warriors in set 2, both by Ashlyn Huff, just 2 for the match as a team. 1 ace in set 2 for Davis County, 3 as a team. 5 kills in, 4 kills in the second set for the Warriors. 5 in the first set, a total of just 9 for the match. Davis County with 11 in each set, a total of 22. 2 blocks for a point in set 2 by Davis County. The Warriors had 1, but it was in set 1. Davis County wins it 21-13, 21-15, 2 sets to none. Individually, for Davis County, Cully Smith had an ace. She's their setter, so she also had a bunch of assists. Addison McCall with an ace. Allie Batterson with 2 kills. Nadia Zmolnik with 3 kills. Palin Lawson with 2 kills. Sophie Thomas with 1. Noelle Hill, 6 kills, tied for the lead. Ella Schooley with 2. Lydia Barker with 6 also. Mason Utt with a kill. That's the stats for Davis County. For the Warriors, Sophia Urach had a kill and most of the assists. Ashlyn Huff, 2 aces, but just 1 kill. Kind of strange numbers for her. That match against Davis County just couldn't get her going. Marley Mertens had 3 kills. Tegan Sickles with 2. Lexi Wiley with 1. A bunch of digs for her as well. Briley Losey with the kill for the Warriors. So, good things in match 1 of the day. 2-0 win over Centerville. Not so good in match 2. A 2-0 loss to Davis County. Warriors record now stands at 18-12. They would be 4-2 away, 3-2 at home, 11-8 neutral. Going 1-1 so far here on the day. So we're going to get another match off. Check back with us in the earliest, maybe a half an hour, probably more likely 45 minutes to an hour before we're going to play back-to-back matches on the other court against, we'll just have to switch everything over to the right of us here. But we'll play back-to-back after a 1-match break against Central Lee and West Burlington, a couple of South Division opponents in the Super Conference. So right now, as it stands, the Warriors are 1-1 on the day, a win over Centerville, a loss to Davis County, both by the scores of 2-0. 5 matches on the day total for you here from the Davis County Varsity Volleyball Tournament from the Mutchler Center in Bloomfield, Iowa. 2 of them are complete. The Warriors 1-1 on the day. So check back with us. Like I said, this will finish up an abbreviated edition of Warrior Volleyball postgame show brought to you by Cranston Family Funeral Home. Check back with us probably earliest in a half an hour, probably more likely 45 minutes to an hour before we'll play back-to-back matches, match 3 and 4 on the day for the Warriors against Central Lee and West Burlington. We'll see how they do. Warriors stand at 1-1 on the day right now. I'm going to sign off, and we'll be back with you. Like I said, check back with us a half an hour, maybe 45 minutes to an hour, depending on how long these matches take. It's tough to predict whether they go 2 sets or 3, but we got more Warrior Volleyball action for you on the day. 3 more matches to come against Central Lee, West Burlington, and Sheraton. We'll sign off for a little while and then be back with more Warrior Volleyball. You're tuned into it today right here on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.